They really are captivating, the most magnificent creatures I've ever seen. Mythical, the kind that have inspired legends around African campfires for generations. And they're so rare, the only ones you're ever likely to see are in a zoo or in this story. The story of Mara and her precious cubs, 4 of the few remaining white lions on Earth. Like Mara, all the survivors are in captivity. There are no white lions in the wild, none at all. But that's about to change, with a rescue mission on an epic scale, a race against time across South Africa. A grand adventure taking Mara and her family back home.
It's like they're coming to greet you.
I believe they know what's happening.
Dawn in Africa, and a remarkable journey begins.
This is the moment I've been waiting for since I first
After a life in
saw
captivity,
Mara,
Mara, the white lioness, and her 3 cubs, Regius, Zaira and Lataba, are about to be released into the wild.
I've prayed and fought for this day every single day since then.
A decade ago, Linda Tucker gave up her job as a highly paid advertising executive to dedicate her life to preserving South Africa's rare and exotic white lions. There are only 300 left in the world, all in captivity.
It's absolute love is in my heart, but also quite a lot of pain because of the way that humanity treats them.
They are a very majestic animal, aren't they?
They are the ultimate king of the beasts. The ultimate.
These lions aren't albinos. Rather, they're a throwback to an ancient bloodline created by a rare recessive gene.
Look, she's stalking her mum.
It was only 30 years ago that their existence in the wild was even confirmed.
Hello, Mum.
Here they come. Got it, beautiful.
It's confronting to watch, but the lions are being darted for their own safety.
Okay, she's fallen down now.
Mara and the cubs were born in a zoo, and for the past 9 months, they've been kept at this game reserve in preparation for their release.
She's a fighter, isn't she? She is. She'll fight till the end, I think.
You okay?
Well, it is very emotional.
But the lions' return to South Africa's Timbavati region is also very controversial.
Do you think Mara's up to a visit yet?
Many fear it's doomed to failure, that white lions simply can't survive in the wild. They'll either be killed by other lions or hunted to extinction.
Be fine. Be fine. He sounds very close now, Chris.
No, he's close, yes.
We're on the trail of a lion. Chris McBride knows more about white lions than anyone in the world.
Where do you think he might be?
He's just, yeah, he's not wrong.
He was the first to document their existence in the 1970s, and it's from his research that he believes Linda's project won't work.
I think he might have seen us and just faded away quietly. Huge.
Lions are territorial beasts, more likely to kill than coexist with those introduced from captivity.
But you will not be able to return a lion that's white, pink, yellow or blue to the wilds because it will be chased out by the resident males.
We find Chris McBride camped on the banks of the Kafue River in remotest Zambia, working on his latest research.
Look at those hippos.
They're in the middle of the river.
After a lifetime of lion watching, his greatest moment as a scientist is still the discovery, 3 decades ago, of 2 white lion cubs.
Oh, it's amazing. It was so unexpected, but there it was under the tree. It's so unexpected to see something white.
Chris's chance finding enchanted the world, but it also exposed them to trophy hunters willing to pay big money to kill these rare animals. The dilemma was leave the cubs in the wild or place them in the safety of the zoo.
So the decision to remove them from the wild, why was that made?
Because they would have been shot. I mean, I would rather have them in a zoo if it's a large enough enclosure than have them dead.
You're quite convinced that these lions will survive in the wild?
Without doubt. That is their destiny and that's their right.
Australian vet Steve Van Mill is also convinced the project will work. Steve's part of an international effort to save white lions from extinction, and he's volunteered to help Linda.
Does she have a name, Linda?
Yes, Zaira, ray of sunlight.
Zaira, ray of sunlight.
Yes.
We'll look after little Ray.
It's a speedy rescue, isn't it?
We're now on our way, a marathon 9-hour journey by car and plane that will take us from South Africa's southernmost province all the way up to the country's northeast corner. It's a journey into an unknown future for Mara and her cubs, one that could end in triumph or disaster, but one that Linda's determined to make.
I know you're very relaxed about it, Linda, but I just hope they don't wake up. It's not natural for them to fly.
I'm beginning to wonder if it's natural for any of us to fly in this, a romantic but ancient DC-3. But they tell me this beautiful old bird has been crisscrossing the country for the past 60 years without incident, though never before with such precious cargo.
How are they travelling?
They're travelling really well, Tara. I'm very, very pleased.
Do you see this as a grand adventure yourself?
Oh, look, it's terribly exciting. I mean, I don't know who else in the world has been able to sit with 4 white lions in the back of a plane like this, and particularly as these animals are extinct in the wild and they're being reintroduced into the wild, and that's a big moment for any species of animal, but particularly for such magnificent big cats like this.
It's smooth flying now, but Linda Tucker's mission has encountered plenty of flack and made many enemies. None more powerful and vocal than South Africa's hunting industry.
For me, she's a Miss Nobody in the game business. She's nobody. I think she's there for her own benefit, begging of money from people. What does she know about nature conservation? What does she know about nature?
Big game operators like Marius Prinsloo argue rather than returning lions to the wild, this is how to save them, by hunting them. The argument is, by allowing landowners to charge hunters to shoot lions on their property, they'll be more willing to breed and conserve them.
You're saying trophy hunters are conservationists?
Conservationists, yes. Because they come and spend money, they shoot those animals, that money gets ploughed back into conservation again. There's about 30 different species of game that we've got here.
Here at Komori Lodge, Marius runs one of South Africa's biggest captive breeding programs.
As you will see on the ride, there's too many animals for this property already.
The animals reared here are destined for nature parks, zoos and hunting reserves.
Hello, boys. Hello.
Most prized are his white lions, and Marius is convinced the only way to ensure their existence is by breeding them in the safety of a managed environment like his farm.
We don't breed lions just for the sake of having them hunted. The thing we want to do is for humans to enjoy these animals, to see them, that they can appreciate these nice, majestic animals.
As you can see, white lion cubs are irresistible. They're adorable. They're just like big, playful, ow, pussycats. But it's when they become too big to play with that their future is then in the lap of the gods. Stop it. Ow.
The 2 white lion cubs that I met at your property and played with, what will happen to them?
They will go, and if they stay with me, they will go on a breeding project. If I sell them to another guy, he can do with them what he likes.
So in reality, they may be hunted.
They may be hunted.
It's from this fate that Linda says she's now delivering Mara and the cubs. Finally, we arrive in the Timbavati. Stretching out before us, this vast plain is home to Africa's most magnificent wildlife.
Let's go.
But the big question is, will the white lions also thrive here? Linda believes with careful management they can.
She's here.
A little groggy, worse for wear, Linda.
She's here. She's here.
Wow.
Okay, sweetheart. Is this a happy moment for you, or is it a somber moment?
It's just so full of emotion. I couldn't describe it. I'm happy, but it's just extremely emotional because it's been such a long battle to make this happen.
For the local Shangaan people, the return of the white lions is cause for celebration. Their culture is steeped in myth about the lions, and the village witch doctor tells us the spirits are happy. But Linda's critics believe there's too much blind faith and not enough science in the lion's release, that it goes against the laws of nature.
The fact that there are no white lions in the wilds anywhere, in any numbers, and certainly not prides of them, is in my mind clear proof. If it was a successful adaptation, there would be prides of white lions around, just as there are white polar bears around. There are none.
Is there any chance that by bringing them here, by bringing them home, that you're in fact risking their very existence?
That has been suggested. I don't believe that for a moment. This is the place where they were born, this is the place from which they were removed, and this is the place to which they should be returned.
So they've settled in okay?
Completely. They just look completely at home. Very, very happy. Yeah.
You sound a bit surprised.
Well, I expected them to take longer, to be a little disorientated, but it was as if they had set foot on their homeland.
This is a staged release. In the next couple of months, they'll move into a 300-hectare enclosure, and then in a few years to 12,000 hectares of bushland, where they'll mix with wild tawny lions. But even if these normal lions accept them, interbreeding could destroy the very thing that makes white lions unique, their colour.
Is there any chance that if you let nature take its course, that the white lion gene will simply be bred out?
There's every chance of that. I respect the laws of nature, and should that be the case, well then so be it. Nature's chosen to go that route.
Many see Linda Tucker as well-meaning but misguided. There's no doubt her approach is unusual. She even believes she can communicate with lions. And it's this eccentricity that has played into the hands of her detractors.
I think she's crazy. She must be smoking some dope or something. That woman is not all there.
The people who argue against you, they don't agree with it because they think you're deluded.
We're in a state of crisis. The big cats all over the world are in critical, endangered status. So any project that is here to support nature should be regarded with seriousness. You see that is natural predator behaviour.
But what nature created through a twist of genetic fate, it can just as surely take away.
Look at them. They're great.
It will be many years before we know if Linda Tucker's ambitious project to set these lions free will succeed. For Linda, there's no doubt. Mara and her cubs will be the first of many white lions back in the wild.
This is not only a national treasure, this is a global treasure. These animals need to be protected for humanity and for the world, and they need to return to the land where they were born. So ultimately, I'm hoping that others will see the importance of this.
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minute segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.